we have the main event. It's the Derrick Lewis versus Jailton Almeida. It's going to be the fight that's built around the card. Jailton Almeida, 19-2, 5-0 his last five, coming off of that rear naked choke over Rosenstruck. Derrick Lewis, 27-11, 4-1 at the 2-3 in his last five. He's coming off that flying knee kind of KO against De Lima there. 38 years old. He's going to be the older fighter here. They actually have the same measurables, so same height, same reach. Um, yeah, I mean, this is all going to depend on how Derrick Lewis kind of looks, right? Like if he comes out like in his last fight and looks anything like the last fight, I think that we could be having a closer fight on our hands than we think we do. I mean, Jailton right now it's a minus 450 favorite. Opened up at minus 700. I think minus 700 might be a little disrespectful. I think the odds right now are actually fair. So I understand why people took the dog odds and Derrick Lewis there. Overall, I mean, I do think that Jailton Almeida, Jail Time Almeida, he is a little bit different as far as his technique on the ground and his takedowns. Even if you look at all of his fights so far, this guy's just been taking people down at will, blasting double legs, and then finishing them on the ground with either KOs or subs. All of them pretty much in round one, except for when he finished Shamil in round two, but that was also another dominating fight. I will say that Shamil, that one strike that he landed compared to the 45 strikes that Jailton landed, he did hit Jailton a bit. So I do wonder what would happen if Derek Lewis hits Jailton because I don't know if he's been tested in that realm yet, right? He's just really been taking down his opponents and kind of grinding them out and subbing them within that round. Uh, I do think that this is going to be a sell high on Derek Lewis, unfortunately, coming off of that pretty highlight KO against De Lima. People tend to forget that before that he was taken down at will and subbed against Sergey Spivak. He got knocked out by Sergey Pavlovich and Tai Tuivasa in his last other two losses. So I do think that Derek is probably on his way out. He's made some pretty good strides as far as his fitness, right? He came in with a pretty good fitness for his last fight, so that kind of changed things. But De Lima is not the greatest heavyweight, is nowhere near who Jailton Almeida is on, the ground. And also Jailton Almeida, I just feel like this guy has championship potential. I feel like he's gonna potentially fight for the belt in the next year or so. So I do think that jail time is a lock. I mean, he's probably going to take down Derek Lewis and sub him within round one. So pick here is Jelton by sub, but Derek Lewis always live for the knockout, right? So maybe if you get down to it and if you put Jelton Almeida in your parlays, maybe do a little bit of a hedge because you never know what could happen with Derek Lewis. He could come with one punch and just end things there. So Jelton's a parlay piece, but hedge, maybe Derek Lewis by KO, or when if your parlays get to that and Jelton's your last fighter, just hedge and midpoint it and move on to the next fight card. Gerard, what are your thoughts here on the main event?
Jailton is the obvious probable pick here, but I'm probably not gonna put him in any parlays because I'm still kind of scared of the Black Beast,
Like these,
Derek Lewis.
stick that tongue out.
uh, yeah, I'm at, kind of gives you a little bit of a nightmare
Yeah,
kind of kind of thing because I have it in the back of my head. I have like this mirage of Jailton shooting in the first round, and then he gets meet up with the Black Beast uppercut.
yeah. Ooh.
In the back of my head, it's kind of like what I can potentially see. But I'm leaning Jailton by submission here. But depending on the odds, I might hedge a round one Derek Lewis by KO just because I'm not crazy about the way Jailton approaches the takedown. His
Hmm.
entry when he shoots, it's like there's like not really a setup. He's just
Yeah, he just
shooting, and
blazes you.
that's like an easy read for Derrick Lewis. I was like, oh, this guy is shooting uppercut.
Right, right. Or a knee like he did
So
last week.
yeah, or a knee, or a flying knee too. I was like, oh, he's shooting, throw a knee.
Yeah,
So yeah, Jailton is like a medium confidence by submission here, but depending on the odds, I might play round one Derek Lewis by knockout as a hedge. But yeah, I'm not putting Almeida as a parlay piece.
yeah, that's a fair assessment. Fair assessment. And
Yeah,
hopefully the props will get released as the week goes on. Once again, we're doing this on a Monday right now, so I think that the props will probably get released on like Thursday, maybe Wednesday. So yeah, we'll wait for those to see what that looks like. Um, do you think the fight's gonna go under 1.5? Because it's minus 350 right now for that.
under 1.5.
Yeah.
Actually, I might even take a stab at the over
Oh, over. Yeah, plus
here. Yeah,
275 right now.
yeah, because if Almeida's not reckless, he might be patient about it.
Hmm.
So against Derek Lewis, because I don't think he's faced a guy who can touch him like a Derek Lewis. And in his past fights, we've seen him get touched clean on
Right.
the chin. So if that was Derek Lewis's hand, it might be a different story. So yeah, but I'm probably gonna wait and see. But as of now, I'm thinking Almeida submission, maybe a Lewis round one KO hedge.
Definitely.